making a digital mock-up. Ryan is going to do a Murakami-inspired image with his dog on a very Murakami busy cartoon background of flower faces. Google Slides is a little bit weird about getting files out of it. So we have Chromebooks, so we're going to be using Photopea. And what we're going to do is to make a mock-up, we're going to go to File, New. That'll bring up a new project menu. Width 11, height 14, DPI dots per inch 72. If you have a more powerful Chromebook, you can keep it at 300, or something more powerful than a Chromebook, you can put it at 300. Create. I'm going to keep this at transparent. Transparent is going to give you a checkerboard background, just to kind of orient you to Photopea. This is very like other art programs. Main kind of overhead direction up here from File to Account. On your left is your Tools menu, and on the right is your layers. You can download files to your Downloads folder and access them from there, in theory. File, Open. In my downloads, I have already downloaded Ryan's dog. There it is. I'm going to hit Control A, Control C to Control All to copy. So that's also under Select All, Edit, Copy. It's now in my magical clipboard. Then I can go over here and Control V to paste. Or Edit, Paste. Now notice his reference image is much bigger than my clipboard. Command minus to shrink. Edit, transform, scale. And I'm going to pull this down. Shift is going to allow it to stay proportional. Control plus, zoom back in. Now, I look up Murakami flower, I can find it here. I can, right from this menu, right click, copy image, go back to Photopea, the green little swirl, Control V paste, and it will go from my clipboard from right there. Google Docs is a little bit weird where they won't let you copy and paste out. Edit, transform, scale. Okay. Layering it below. So I have flowers below, and I have dog above. Get rid of all the stuff that's not the subject. I really like to use the magic wand, and when you hold shift, you're going to be able to kind of add to your selection. Control D to deselect. You can also use the lasso tool and lasso around. That can be kind of messy. Some people like to hold down the lasso tool to get to the polygon lasso tool. If using the, you might find yourself wanting to just make little vector points around something, and you feel like that's the best way to go about this. You can also just use the eraser tool, which is this little piece of chalk right there. Looking pretty good. And just like that, Ryan has a mock-up. Now you need to save it out. PSD is a file format for a Photoshop document. That is a file that keeps layers. For me to print off of like Google Slides, I need something flat, like a JPEG or a PNG. So I'm actually going to export it out as either a JPEG or a PNG. Looking pretty good. Easily add a grid right here in Google Slides as well. Print like